Surely this has to be a joke, right? Oh my fucking god. Okay. Well, I guess that's what I get for not checking, right? Like, that's my fault. This is on me. I messed up again. Okay. I spent like 30 minutes yesterday trying to get VLC to seamlessly loop the audio. And then I gave up because it seemed to be impossible. And so I just downloaded somebody else's already, like, extended version of the Twilight Town song so that, you know, I wouldn't have to deal with, trying to make it so it seamlessly loops. And it still stutters, so whatever. I guess it's just an impossible ask, and I'll give up on that. I'll give up on that journey. What are we playing tonight, Crix? A handful of mostly not good things, I'll be honest. I don't expect the games to be good, but it's not really the point of playing games, right? We don't play games because we, you know, expect them to be fun. We play games because they're video games. And that's not the sign of an addiction or any other problem. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad that we can get some respect for garbage games occasionally. Also, Crix, I've been meaning to get back to you because, you know, this is like the first race we did in however long we've been doing races that hasn't included you. And it felt weird. Like, the race vibe was super off without you there. I missed you, Crix. But also, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to participate in the next race anyways, but you were dearly missed, my good friend. Alright, let's get to gaming. Let's get to gaming. This is literally one of the busiest nights ever for you. No sweat. But, just wanted you to know that you're an integral part to the racing experience for sure. Alright, let's load up the first game here. It's, alright, so the last time I did this, God, it's been so long, so this was something that I planned to do as, like, a regular thing. Like, just playing random games I find on itch. The first time I did it was, like, I don't know, maybe, like, nearly a year, from today. But then I took, like, a huge hiatus from streaming in general. And also, like, I think the last time I played, like, a bunch of different games at once, it was kind of the same vibe as playing random games from itch, but it was like a curated collection of specifically like PS1 style horror games. Well, not all of them were horror games, I guess, but yeah, that had a much higher quality threshold than what I imagine I'm gonna be playing today. Like, I purposefully picked a few that are not going to be fantastic. You do not like the starting soon? I can switch, Crix. Here, is this better? Is this better? I wanted to get the game up first, but I guess it's not that important. Alright, so I haven't tested any of these. But yeah, the reason I was bringing up the last time I did this is because the last collection sort of had a theme. There's a bit of a theme. And that theme was Pokemon games. So there is a little bit of a theme to today's grab bag of games, but I couldn't find enough that looked decent enough. So a lot of the themed games are probably going to be, like, really bad and really short. So I had to kind of, like, pad out the timing. Because, like, I think I only managed to get, out of the 18 games I downloaded, less than half of them, I think, are actually a part of today's theme. And the other half or so are just random, mostly horror games that I found on itch. Because I don't know what it is with itch, or I don't know, maybe it's just like freeware games as a whole. There's a lot of horror games. Like it's almost entirely horror games. All right, so let's get to the first one. Oh wait, I also have the I left open the Chrome tabs with the itch pages so that I can read the descriptions here. So the first one we'll be playing today is Pokemon Project Aura. I know you might think that today's theme is going to be more Pokemon. It's not. It's a special twist on Pokemon. So the developer Baltiruiz, sorry, I'm going to butcher everybody's name tonight. I have been interested in Unreal Engine since I started using UE4 while I was studying computer science. Last year, when UE5 came out, I decided to make use of my new PC and start learning the game engine on my own, since I have also been a Soulsborne fan, and especially a Pokemon fan, for a long time. Mixing those two topics in a single video game was a huge motivation for me. Okay, so there you go. To not bury the lead too much tonight, I got a bunch of Souls-like games, or, I mean, a lot of them are less so Souls-like games and more Dark Souls parody games, because who would think that you don't get the highest assortment of quality Souls-likes on itch, but that's what we're going for tonight, so let's see what Project Aura is all about. It's also kind of funny for me to think about. I mean, I don't usually pay attention to what engines games are made in. Like, for all I know, Elden Ring could have been made in sorry, you might experience the occasional game blasting incredibly loud as well, because you know, I don't control the audio balancing of these games. There's only so much I can do about that. Let me get it on screen first, though. But yeah, I don't really pay attention to what engines games are made in typically. So it's kind of funny for me to think about this potentially being the first Unreal Engine 5 game I've ever played. It does not like being captured. Let's try this. There you go. That one worked. Okay. I hear nothing. I hear wind. Oh, there you go. Ooh, okay. Graphic design is my passion. I also want to make it super clear, because I feel like I need to state this every time I am slightly, maybe majorly making fun of a game's, you know, design decisions, or otherwise just making fun of some of these games in general. I hope that I come across as just, like, trying to have a good time, because, like, I have also made plenty of shitty games. I have, like, for those who don't know, so I've released 2 games on Steam. I'm gonna have to turn this down in the Windows audio mixer, because this is there's not a lot of options here for me. Can I not access my desktop with this game open? Is that what kind of experience we're gonna be living today? Okay. It's very stubborn with not letting me see my desktop at all. So that's fun. I don't know how to fix that. You think I can just, like, here. Okay. I don't even know how to leave this menu. So, oh, there you go. Back is kind of blended in with the... Wow, this is... this is exceptional UI design. Let me see if I can, like, force it into windowed mode real quick, so at least I can access the audio settings. I may be able to, I might not be able to, but these are just the things that you have to deal with, I guess. For all of the settings, they did include their... Oh, and also let me start my arbitrary timer, I did forget. For all of the settings they had included there, you would have expected just, like, the slightest hint of volume slider. Just a hint of volume slider. Alright, let me see if this works. Nope, okay. It just opened into full screen anyways. I can, like, try and spam Alt-Tab, like, oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. You just have to be really forceful with it, and eventually it lets you access some semblance of your desktop. Dude, I fucking hate Windows 10, by the way, just an aside. It's clunky in all the wrong ways. Let's try 10% out of 30%, so I guess it's more like 33%. Windows 11 is so much worse. I believe that. Don't get me wrong. I certainly believe that. Alright, but what I was trying to say was, yeah, I have 2 games released on Steam, but I have, like, a handful of really, really bad, unfinished projects that I never released anywhere as well, so you know, I've I've been here as well. I have also lived the life. You know, I should probably have checked the controls they put on the download page. Or do they not have controls? Most of them have controls somewhere. This one does not list its controls anywhere. So I guess that's part of the experience, you know? If the developer wanted us to figure out things on our own, then I guess we're just gonna figure out things on our own. Alright, starting out good, though. Already looks more visually impressive than Elden Ring, and I'm running it at a solid frame rate, so that's good. Look, I love Elden Ring, but I do have my gripes with its performance, and its inability to be streamed by me specifically is like a pertinent gripe. Let me see if I can use controller. Hey, it works. Okay. I feel like the controller controls are probably going to be easier for me to guess than... oh, there's no sprinting? Yeah, there's no sprinting. Okay. It's typically easier to guess what certain buttons do when you're limited to, like, 8 of them compared to, I don't know, the, like, 50-something a keyboard has. So there is no jump button, which is very true to the Souls experience, I guess. I don't know if there's, like, look, having done this before, I'm a little worried to give up so quickly. Because the last time I did the Pokemon games, I gave up on a game. These graphics are amazing. They do genuinely look, like, not bad. Like, I mean, Unreal Engine 5 is just a very impressive engine. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, last time I did, like, the grab bag of Pokemon games, I gave up on one of them, assuming that, like, because it was super, like, underdeveloped, right? Like, at best, you could say that it was a tech demo, and I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out how to capture Pokemon, or battle them, or do anything. Like, no matter what button I pressed on my keyboard, like, nothing would interact with anything. Even though it looked like there should be things I could interact with. And then, I uploaded the YouTube video, as I do with most of my VODs, yesterday excluded. I uploaded the VOD to YouTube, and, like, I don't know, like a month and a half later, I got, like, a handful of dislikes on the video, and someone left a comment saying, next time, like, try backspace or something. So I have to imagine that the developer was upset that I didn't showcase their game in the brightest light, but also, like, backspace? Like, out of every single button, backspace is what you chose to be the interact button. Like, oh, thank you. That would have been my very next guess. I'm so sorry I didn't try backspace. Alright, let's try and interact with things, though. Look at this. Metapod. Oh, shit. Backstepping? What is this motherfucker's name? Weedlypod? I think it's Metapod. See, like, now I'm concerned, right? Like, I'm pressing every damn button on my controller, and, As far as I can tell, there's no way to interact with these things. So, like, am I in the wrong to assume that this is literally all there is? Maybe, but as far as I can tell, this game is giving me, like, exactly the same vibe as that other Pokemon game. Are these scaled correctly for anybody who's a huge fan of Dark Souls and Pokemon? Can you tell me if this guy is appropriate size? I feel like the Pokemon based off of a banana tree would be a little bit taller, but maybe it's just a baby, you know? Maybe he's just a baby. We shouldn't judge the game's accuracy based on a baby Pokemon. The control to interact is Alt F4. See, like, this is why... Press the interact button to start the fight! Okay. I've done it. I've pressed Alt 4 just for you, Crix. This is why somebody else should be doing that job. Oh shit, it's real Dark Souls. I've got one button. It's right bumper. Well, I guess I have the dodge button too. Dude, what a thrilling and epic battle. That's an invisible wall over there. Go for the women and children first. I think Sun Tzu taught me that one. Classic Sun Tzu line. I feel like, God, the lack of tracking. Like, I know that people make fun of Souls games tracking for being ridiculous, but the fact that I can't rotate at all mid-attack is a little exceptional. It's okay. It really showcases the true mastery of a combat gaming experience that Dark Souls is by forcing you into exclusively R1 spamming. This is Dark Souls at its finest. Okay, maybe I should like try and dodge occasionally. There's no animation canceling or anything. This is beautiful. This is everything I wanted out of Pokemon Dark Souls. Are you healing? You motherfucker, they brought Estus to the fight. The dude shooting projectiles at me seems particularly inept. Like, they just don't seem very good at their job. I'm not even, like, trying too hard to dodge their attacks. These motherfuckers are impossible to hit. Maybe I shouldn't be going after, like, the completely harmless babies. Okay, I shouldn't have made fun of the projectile Roselia or whatever. I don't know any Pokemon names. Oh, there you go. Gaming at its finest. Okay, I can do better than that. Although I do want to explore in this direction. I also think I died. Kind of pathetic, honestly. Like, I beat Elden Ring without using Mimic Tear Ashes, and this is what I add up to. Man, I really wish I could jump. I guess it's... I'm too Elden Ring pilled, man. Like, the fact that they added a jump button to the Souls series, what is it, like over a decade after the release of Demon Souls, is so crazy. Not because it exists, but because it took that long. Okay, so I guess I just have to go the other direction. Like, it kind of boggles the mind that, it really took that long. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can count Sekiro as a Souls game, but I feel like it doesn't truly... I don't know. Elden Ring, I think most people would agree, feels more like a Souls game than Sekiro. And I definitely did not expect them to include the jump button just after playing Sekiro. Is Elden Ring a Dark Souls game? It is. It is, Crix. It is open world Dark Souls. Okay, I was going in the complete wrong direction, so I'm kind of glad there's there's an invisible wall to gate my passage. All right, strategy time. Let's all join in on the board meeting. I think that things mostly went well last time, but maybe don't spend like half the fight fighting the little baby motherfuckers that don't do anything. All right, let's interact. So get ready to square off. Okay. I need to just not commit to attacks at all. Okay, or I'll just get, like, comboed to death. Yeah, you really, like, the I don't know, the wait time. I don't know the proper terminology for it. The amount of time that you just have to sit there doing nothing after you finish an attack is a little miserable. Oh, they are fucking healing them. Fuck you. You suck. This is showcasing the true advantage. This is why when betting on Salty Bet, you should exclusively place your bets on whoever the shortest is, because just being smaller is world's greatest advantage in life. That's why short kings get made fun of all the time. It's because we truly know at heart. Us average heighted and higher understand that the short kings are the ones who rule the world. Like, you just can't fight them. You just can't fight their unbridled little man stature. Kill the laser guy first, perhaps? I really am feeling like the healing guys are the most annoying, but, like, the problem is, like, you'd think that going after the guy shooting projectiles is best, but A, it spends about, like, 90% of its time in the air, where I can't even hit it, and B, as soon as I get far enough away from the sword-slicing one, they just also shoot a projectile, so I'll try it, though. You know, I'll give Crix's Prima strategy guide a chance. Dude, the whiffs are kind of driving me insane. Yeah, see, like, you just can't do anything about that. Okay, backstepping does not help at all either. God, I need a, like, there's no good angle for me to attack at. Like, it feels like unless I'm legitimately at, like, fist range, I'm going to miss. Like, the entire length of my blade does not matter. I mean, this is kind of working. God, but the whipping is extreme. This truly is the Dark Souls of Pokemon. I'm curious how many attempts it took the, Oh, hello! Alright, I think he wants to be let out. I'm curious how many attempts it took the developer to do this. 1 second, my cat wants to be out. They should implement a targeting feature. For all I know, there is. I didn't even think to try and lock on. Let me try and press more than the face buttons, because in Souls games it's typically right analog stick clicked in. I gotta be treating it like a Souls-like. What was I thinking? I did press right analog stick prior to combat, but I guess I should have tried it when I was in combat. Alright, let's try. Let's try in game. I don't want to spend too much longer on this one, though. On the one hand, I would feel like the developer has truly bested me. They've owned me in a battle of Dark Souls wits. If I can't beat this. But on the other hand, I've got 17 more games to get to, so... Okay. Oh, there is targeting! Holy shit! Crix, you're a lifesaver. You've actually changed the game for me. I'm actually playing Dark Souls now. Alright, get ready. Get owned. You know what? Just DPS the shit out of him. He can't do anything about this. What are you gonna do? Kill me? Oh my god, I got a 3-hit combo? I actually didn't think it was possible. In fact, I don't think it is possible. I think the only reason that worked is because my stamina ran out, like, at the precise right moment. Okay, so I am just gonna focus you. The babies are gonna heal you. I understand that much. I don't think I've ever seen that attack before, but it doesn't seem too threatening. So what, you do 4, and then you're done, and then I just get out of there. I don't trust her when she's on the ground, because she can do the projectiles pretty quickly, but I guess she is literally just walking away from me, so maybe I shouldn't be too intimidated by somebody slowly walking away from me. They don't seem too interested in fighting. Oh, they're running. They're running as fuck. Whew. The targeting changes everything. It really does. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm bad. Okay. But that's okay. Now the game's in easy mode. I was, see, that's my trick, is that, anytime you look like you're just being inept at a video game because you're not even using a mechanic of it, just say it's a challenge run. Like, I was just doing the no lock-on challenge, and, eventually I gave up on it, but, you know, I showed my true power status by at least attempting it. Alright, let's give it another go. Now that I'm not whiffing, like, 90% of my hits, this is, like, doable. This is actually feasible. You do only get, like, 1 hit in on this motherfucker, though. Safely, at least. You get 1 safe hit, and then you just have to get out of there, because if you commit to a second hit, you're just gonna get slashed. Like, it comes out so quickly. Oh, shot me. Didn't even see the animation until the last second. I was out of stamina. Stam management on aisle 3. Okay, shouldn't have committed. I literally just talked about why you can't commit yourself to that, and then I did it anyways. This is gaming. This is what it means to play Pokemon in modern era. I feel so bad for Pokemon fans, like, honestly. I need to be way more careful when she's on the ground. It comes out so quick, and if you're too close to her, you're just guaranteed to get hit by it. Well, I guess I could dodge roll, right? Like the thing that makes you invincible. Just press the invincibility button, maybe? Never thought about it like that. I can't believe people call the Dark Souls games hard, and they literally just give you a button that makes you invincible. Like, is that where we've come as gamers? Is that where we've collectively come? Oh, god damn it, dude. All of their attacks come out goddamn instantly. If you even remotely get aggressive. Hey, you know what? Good talking point here. This is why Melania is a bad fight. It is, you know, almost nothing she does is dangerous except the one attack. The attack that everybody talks about. Everyone knows the attack I'm talking about. So, I mean, it's a bad fight. Honestly, I could just say it's a bad fight for that alone. Just a boss fight that has one attack is not fun to fight. Like, it doesn't feel good to die to the exact same attack over and over again. Like, the only reason I beat the Melania fight, I think I mentioned this before during my, my boss tier list. The only reason I won during the Melania fight is just because I went hyper-aggressive, and she just thankfully didn't use the waterfowl dance in Phase 2. If she had, I would have died, because I was being so aggressive. Like, the fact that the boss fight kind of forces you to play, like... You just have to play pussy. Like, you can't engage with the fight aggressively, which, I mean, is where the Souls games are most fun, in my opinion. Is when you get to, like, stand toe-to-toe to the boss and, you know, can get good enough to the point where you know exactly what the boss is going to do in certain situations. And the fact that Melania, you can do that for the entire duration of the fight until she decides to use that one attack, just kind of ruins it for me. Like, it would be all they have to do to fix that attack. Literally all they have to do. Because I've said it before. it does not look like the close range dodge that you see people doing. It does not look intentional. The way the attack looks like it's intended to be dodged is by running away from it for the first, like, flurry of attacks. That's when it looks right. But you just can't do that when she decides to do the attack close to you. Like, you don't get to decide when she does the attack, right? You kind of do in phase 1. Like, you can kind of control her, since there does seem to be, like, a little bit of a cooldown on how often she can use it. You know what? I'm killing the babies. I'm sick and tired. I've killed this boss, like, 3 times over, but her health just keeps regenning. I'm done with you, children. Get out of this land. It's so much easier to hit these guys when you're locked on also. So again, you know, I thank God you're here, Crix, because if I uploaded this video and the developers saw me give up on it before I had even... This is annoying. My control issues aside, the AI just fucking sprinting around like a little infant is, Stop it, dude, stop. Please. POV, it's me fighting Melania. Very accurate, unfortunately. I mean, that's just how the fight is, though. Like, oh, thank God I stepped forward during the attack there. The fight punishes you for being aggressive. So you just have to, like, get it to that 70% threshold, and then, like, play pussy around her until she uses the attack, and then you might get a few opportunities to actually do some damage. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite confluence of mechanics. I love the Ishin fight, for those asking. You know, it's not the difficulty of the fight that bothers me. It's the reason it's difficult. It's the fact that it's only difficult as a result of one goddamn attack, and throw on top of the fact that I think the attack is just designed poorly. Alright. I agree, dude. Devs should consider removing all of the enemies. It would make the fight a lot easier. Yeah. Alright, I know I'm not playing the best. Dark Souls. Funny Dark Souls. I just have to treat it like the, Misbegotten Crucible fight, which I never actually had difficulty with, because I showed up there after I had already killed Radahn. Like, I was extremely over-leveled for that fight. Alright, funny Dark Souls moments. Here we go. I need to not lose, like, 100% of my HP fighting this guy. Like, if I can manage that... Okay, or you can stun lock me. If I could manage that, I think I might have a chance. Here you go. Just get it in an AI loop. Just keep doing the same thing over and over again. I am gonna run out of stamina pretty quickly if I don't cool it, but... This really is the Melania fight. Because of these motherfuckers right here, just healing infinitely. God. This is just the most annoying thing. I didn't really mind the healing in the Melania fight. Like that, like I said, it was just the one attack. Like, if not for that one attack killing me, I mean, I got, like, you know, little bits of chip damage every now and then from, like, she does that one attack where she, like, clinks her sword, then goes, like, swoosh, 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 swoosh. That one hits you on occasion. But other than that, like, the healing, it never felt too punishing for me. Like, I know, I saw at least a lot of people talking about the healing in the Melania fight being, like, the #1 reason they didn't like it. When, like, I don't know. I don't really think it makes that much of a difference in the fight. Like, most Souls fights are not endurance challenges. Like, especially in Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring holds that even more so than most, because a lot of the bosses hardly have any HP. Like, the raw HP values of most bosses in Elden Ring were, like, substantially lower than like, it feels like every other Souls game. They super downtoned that aspect of boss fights. I'm just in misery right now, fighting these motherfuckers. The wombo combo, getting fucking... Yeah, use that attack. Well, I did get hit by it, but that is like the most impotent attack you have, and you just stopped using it. The like... I don't know the term for it. The delay after you swing your weapon, getting comboed by the range motherfucker that is just constantly pelting you with bullets. I'm gonna give it a few more tries, but this, like... Aside from being janky, it's also just like... I mean, even if this was in Elden Ring, this would be like the triple Crimson Rot Crystallian fight. This is not an epic battle for the ages by any means. Plus, like, you literally get one R1. You know, I'll do the occasional greedy 2 R1s, but you should only do one R1 or you're gonna get punished. Although, sometimes getting a kill is just, like, better than any of the above. Whatever, just fucking end it. Just end it. I now have 0 HP. You think there was an Estus Flask? You think... Oh, there is a sprint button? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. That really doesn't change that much, but there is a sprint button bound to right trigger, which for the Souls enthusiasts amongst you, you might recognize that that's not standard. Not a Oh, there's a sprinting attack too. I've been playing the game all wrong. See, it's just like funny Dark Souls. You learn so much during the process. It's actually better than Dark Souls because it doesn't have the shitty fucking like turnaround mechanic that sprinting does in regular Souls. I've always hated the pivot turnaround mechanic. It is, for those who don't know, for those who are not avid Souls fans, in Dark Souls, I think ever since, like, Demon Souls, they've just kept this mechanic, where, whenever you're running, if you pivot on a 180, I mean, there does seem to be a little bit of a pivot, but, not when locked on. When you're running in Souls games and you're locked on, it treats it as if you're not locked on. Like, you go free stance. You don't face the enemy anymore. And the worst part about running, which, like, I feel like, I don't know, ever since, like, Dark Souls 3, at the very least, I mean, most would probably cite Bloodborne, since it came first, but I never played Bloodborne. Ever since Bloodborne, though, just taking a guess, based on what people say about it, running seems like infinitely more useful than it's ever been in boss fights, to the point where, like, most often the case is that you're better off just sprinting, like, just out of range from an enemy, and good positioning matters, like, significantly more than good dodging, because, like, why put yourself in a position where you have to dodge when instead you could just, like, not be where the attack is, right? Like, it's pretty self-explanatory, and in most cases allows you to be more aggressive and get more attacks in on the boss. So the fact that they still haven't fixed the pivot mechanic, I haven't even said the bad part about it, for one. The bad part about the pivot is that while you're in that, like, pivot animation, there's, like, a few seconds where you... Well, not a few seconds, like a second and a half where you can't dodge roll, which feels awful. Like, I don't know, there are many instances where I'm, like, running this way, and then I want to quickly turn around and dodge. I mean, this game is not doing a good job of showcasing what I want out of it either, but you get the point. There's many cases where you want to run in a certain direction, and then after running, dodge in the opposite direction. And with the slow turn mechanic, you just can't do that. I should be a little bit more greedy, but I'm also scared, and I don't want to have to do this again. Because she can just fucking immediately pivot 180 AoE kill you. God damn it. Okay, I'm giving it one last try. One last try, now that I know there's a sprint button from the start of it. Because I feel like the sprint button is going to make killing the sword guy easier too. For reasons I just stated. Let's find out. Let's find out the hard way. Alright. I don't expect, and the reason I'm spending so much time on this one is because it's not that much better. the sprint mechanic is not helping me on this too much. I don't know. I wish I could just, like... Because there's no... You just have to, like... Since there's so much delay after attacking, you just have to assume that it's going to attack at all times. And you get, like, no opportunities to punish, which is a little frustrating. Just die. Just die. Significantly better, and I don't necessarily think because of the sprint button. I think I just played better there, or got lucky, or whatever you want out of me. But yeah, the reason I'm okay spending a little bit longer with this one is because a lot of the other games that I had downloaded for tonight, like, self-advertise on the itch page that they're, like, short 5 to 15-minute experiences. So, even though I do have 17 more games, I don't think it's going to be 17 times the amount of time I put into this right now. I do think that at least a couple of them I might spend a little bit more time on, like I am with this one, but I don't think that the majority of them are going to be prolonged experiences. Get dead. Get deceased. I've had enough of you and your tomfoolery. Oh my god. Trying to fucking roll catch this little baby. I think we've finally done it. We've finally gotten to a point where I'm not fighting the final enemy with 1 HP. So, if I lose it at this point, I guess I've never really known how much damage the AoE attack she does. It does a lot of damage. That's the most damaging attack by far. Okay, now I'm just gonna throw, because that's who I am. Ooh, alright. So I've gotten my greed out. Now that I can't be greedy anymore, let's be smart. Let's be a little bit smarter about how we handle this. Just take single hits. Single hits. That's all you can afford. And she often combos the AoE with the bullets, so I should be wary of that. Alright, here's the freebie. You should never get hit by this. I'm gonna be safe. I'm only gonna hit her once. I can definitely hit her twice there if I, oh, that was stupidly close. I can definitely hit her twice there, but I'm just trying to play it safe. I don't want to do this again. Die. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? There's more? How much more? Just one? Just one more enemy? No, are you fucking insane? What are you on about? Who made this? This is definitely the final attempt. I doubt that I'm going to, quote-unquote, clutch this. But I'm not trying again regardless. This is too much. That's something that, I mean, I don't know. I guess I've always known this to be the case. That, you don't typically expect first-time indie developers to... Oh, it was a ghost? It was a ghost the whole time? You don't expect most of them to have the most impeccable... Oh my god! Difficulty balance, but this is the whole game, so I guess I should expect it to be difficult. I don't know. If I had known that it was gonna go phase 2 on me, I might have taken out the Ranger first. Game rank out of 7 stars. I don't know, it's like somewhat competently made. Like, I can't be too upset about it. I don't know how difficult it is to develop in Unreal 5. You get -1 point for presumably every single asset being stolen. I don't know, that's base. Never mind. You get +1 point for that. Who cares about stealing from Game Freak? Yeah, I don't know. It's like a 6. It's like a 6. Best game I've ever played. If Elden Ring is a 7, that's a 6. It's not horribly made. I actually had a decent time with it. Obviously, I explained my gripes with it. The difficulty's a bit much, but I'm also bad, so take that with a grain of salt. And beyond that, just the extreme delay after attacks and not being able to cancel out of it with a dodge roll or anything. But that's like basic level stuff. Like if they just thought to do that, then that would be like a 5-second thing to implement. Exaggerating a little bit, but not by much.